Yo, what is up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here on Saturday, October 28th with the Pig Dogs Morning Show, man. We got a loaded card today, man. Like, you got a little bit of everything. If you're a sports lover, man, then you know what today is. It's one of them days, man. We got college football. We got Major League Baseball World Series. We got NBA action. I'm pretty sure there's some mixed martial arts going on today, man. It is a loaded card, and y'all know what we do here on Saturday and Sunday mornings. I bring in the best handicappers on the planet, give y'all a free pick, and we talk through some of these games. So that's exactly what we're gonna do today. And appreciate all you guys joining me. Smash that like button for us, and let's go ahead and hop right into today's show. First up, bring in my guy, Brian Biller. What's up, man?
How's it going, Jay? Nice win there for the Rangers last night in dramatic fashion, but your Dallas Mavericks let me down on the spread, winning by 5. But, all's good, I guess.
All is good, Brian. I'm surprised I have a voice. Like, I was screaming at the top of my lungs last night. Oh, my goodness. Set up by Corey Seager. We cannot let the Corey Seager home run go in vain. Oh, my goodness. That was a missile. Like, that was a rocket.
I needed the over at the time, and we were stuck at 8 at that time. I looked down, I saw it was 5-5. I was like, yes, tied it up.
Seager, and then Adolis, of course, walked it off, man, Brian.
But those Diamondbacks are tough customers. So
they are.
Definitely
they are. They were down early, and they move on them bases unlike any other team. So it's far from over.
Yeah, that was the key, I think, to taking out the Phillies. When they turn singles into doubles and they play station to station in good old-fashioned baseball. Phillies go up there, try to hit home runs. You got to try to play situational baseball if you're the Diamondbacks.
Yep. Game 2 today, same time, 7 o'clock. I cannot wait to watch that one, man. We got a lot of loaded action today. The Mavs, man, they did win yesterday, but they didn't cover. Hey, I wouldn't trust them boys at all until they cover at home.
It was just a free pick, but I just had a feeling Dallas was going to smash them, but they didn't smash anything. It was definitely a tight ball game that Brooklyn was in it till the end. So
I had to put the Lucas shirt on. Did you see the shot?
That was a crazy shot. He was covered by 2 guys turning and fading away three-pointer. That was crazy.
Goodness,
I used to hit those out in the court when I was younger.
I need to see the film on that.
Well, I used to miss layups, but I could throw it up there from 3 and then bank one in.
There you go, Brian. There you go. College football Saturday, man. I know you locked and loaded today. What we looking at free pick wise for the guys today?
Well, speaking of layups here, I think I might have one on tap here. I love Big 12 college football, and it might not be the best matchup on paper for a game watcher, but for a better, we should have some easy money going here at 12 noon. Kansas State, definitely not the year that they intended on coming into this game with 2 losses, but both those losses were to solid programs in Missouri and Oklahoma State. Kansas State has reeled off 2 straight wins in blowout fashion over TCU and Texas Tech. No way cupcake teams. Houston, on the other hand, off a tough loss to Texas where they pretty much hung in with them. And that excellent play might get some bettors here on this generous number. Kansas State, I don't think is going to show any kind of mercy today in this game. And they've covered 5 of the last 7 games. I see them winning by 21 points today. I'm going to take Kansas State. Wildcats, I'm going to lay the points.
Brian B. like Kansas State in this one. Houston, man, they played well last week, man. They surprised me. They were getting stomped early, but they fought their way back in that one last week. But we know college football, man. It is the land of last week don't matter.
And Texas might have taken their foot off the gas a little bit in that one, maybe.
True. Kansas State, they coming off 2 nice wins, to win at Texas Tech in big fashion, I think, speaks volume. And then they smashed TCU last week. They smashed them, boy.
Yeah, and if they can they need to finish out the season by not just beating teams. These are the kind of games that Kansas State has that they need to win in convincing fashion. So I could easily see a runaway score here for today.
There you go. Brian B. like Kansas State laying the points here in this one. What you got for sale today over at Pig Dogs Premium?
I got 5 premium plays in college football highlighted by my best 3. You can get those best 3 bets over at pigdogs.com. It's my Gone Streak in 3-pack for $50, or My highlighted by my best bet, my titanium play. I did drop yesterday's titanium, but overall I'm 12-5, 71% last 17 of the titanium plays. So make sure you head on over to pickdogs.com. This game goes off 7 to 8 p.m., somewhere in that range. So you got all day to get in on it. I'm looking forward to a big day. Saturday's my day. Friday's not usually my day, but Saturday is usually when I'm locked and loaded.
There you go. Hop on with Brian B. Pick Dogs Premium. I appreciate you joining me today, my man. And of course, I'll see you tomorrow as we talk NFL or maybe even some NBA. I don't know what you're going to give me tomorrow.
Oh, it's going to be NFL. And I'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow, Jay. And thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you, man. Hey, let's go Rangers tonight, right?
Go Rangers.
There you go. There you go. It's my guy, Brian Bittler, right there, man. Moving right along. Best show on the planet. Talking a little baseball, man. We talking some college football. You know, I could really go left, right, wherever I want to go with this next guy, man. But we gotta ask him about both. We got to. He can't get away that easy. Y'all know who it is. Ron the Don, Ron Romanelli.
Hello. Good morning.
What's up, my man? How you doing?
Charmed. I'm doing well. How are you?
Hey, I'm on cloud 9 right now, man.
I bet. That's exciting. It's always fun to get those walk-off postseason wins. It's even better when it's World Series Game 1. But, yeah, what a game, and I'm glad they got there because it got me over the total. We gave that out in the rundown. So, it was looking good. And then, it was 5-3 D-backs in the 5th inning, and then nobody scored until the bottom of the 9th. So, I'm glad Seager hit that bomb.
It was crazy. What a bomb it was. And I think we're set up for a series. You know, the Diamondbacks were down early in that one. And they fought back and took the lead and then held the lead. So hats off to them boys. And they've been resilient all postseason. There's a reason they're in the World Series. So this thing is far from over. But a hell of a win last night, man, and a monumental win, really.
Yep, just great managing for both teams. I think that's the big, Lovello and Bochy obviously just, man, these guys. It's why they're the best, and it's why people say baseball managers don't matter, but they do, and it's showing right here. These two teams, especially the D-backs, not the most talented on paper, they found a way, and even like the bullpen was horrible in the second half of the regular season, but they've just managed it so well, and it's why they're here.
It's why they're here. Game 2 tonight, man. Check out what Ron got over on the rundown.
I think you'll be happy with what I got.
Oh, I'm be honest, I haven't watched it. I was so busy this morning. But I'm gonna check it out, of course, and learn a little bit. Saturday, college football Saturday. The other rundown is posted as well. The college football rundown. What we looking at free pick wise for the guys today?
Yeah, looking at an early game. We're going to go to College Station, South Carolina, and Texas A&M. This line open up looks like it was Aggies laying 13.5. Now it's up to 17. So not getting the best number, but I still think anything less than 3 touchdowns, there's value with Texas A&M in this spot. South Carolina has big issues on both sides of the ball right now. On a 3-game losing streak, they lost by 21 against Tennessee, lost outright to Florida. I think it was a pick'em in that one, 41-39. And then last game against Mizzou, losing by 22 points on the road. In that game, they gave up 6 sacks. The offensive line has struggled, giving up 4 or more sacks in 3 of the last 4 games. They haven't been able to run the football this season, only 3 yards per carry. And while Spencer Rattler is a solid quarterback, of course, this is a really good Aggies secondary, one of the best in college football, one of the best defenses in general in college football. So I don't think South Carolina does much offensively in this game. Then you look at the defense for the Gamecocks. They're giving up at least 5 yards per carry or more in 2 of their last 3 games. That was against Tennessee and Mizzou. Texas A&M, the backup quarterback and Max Johnson, not my favorite option, but at least he has SEC experience, and I think he's a solid game manager. You can do enough here. The last couple of matchups were really tough for him against Bama and Tennessee on the road. I think we see a much better performance from the Aggies offensively in this game, especially off the bye week. And, South Carolina's not rested for this one. They played Florida and Mizzou the last couple of weeks, while A&M, they had that bye week after the Tennessee game. So I look for a bounce-back performance from Texas A&M and a blowout win. I'll lay the points with the Aggies.
Whew. Hey. Everybody knows I dislike A&M. I just don't. They're like
a Jimbo guy.
I'm not a Jimbo guy. It's not even so much Jimbo. It's the Aggies as a whole for me, because for a long time, the Aggies act like they've done something and have done nothing. That's what it is for me. I'm here.
Kind of like Colorado.
Kind of like Colorado. Good point. But so they kind of get under my skin. Difference is I like Colorado. Oh no, I'm kind of on that bandwagon. I'm not on this Texas A&M one, so this one's kind of annoying. South Carolina, Spencer Rattler. We've seen them compete in some games, but we've also seen them, look pretty bad in others. It's a lot of wood to lay, Romanelli, with A&M, but
it is for good reason.
There you go. Ron likes A&M laying the points. I don't have a dog in this fight. I don't. Ron likes A&M laying the points at Kyle Field. Let's see if Jimbo can keep his. You think he's on the hot seat at all?
Not really, but he's one of the more expensive coaches right now, so we'll see. I mean, now they're at 3 losses this season. If they win out, they have a chance at a pretty prestigious bowl. So we'll see if they can win a nice bowl game. They play at LSU later, the final game of the regular season. If they can win that game, it's a nice win. It'll help recruiting. I wouldn't give up on Jimbo yet from the Aggies, but it's getting there.
There you go. What do you have for sale today over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, like my good friend Brian Bittler, I'm locked and loaded. Like he said, I got 7 college football plays. Really like those plays. Also got my top play in the NBA. So far, 2-0 to start the NBA season. Really selective with the NBA. I like to pick the best of the best in that sport. And I really like today's play as well for Saturday night. So check it out at Pick Dogs Premium. Long-term plans, always the best idea, especially with college basketball right around a week away. I'm super excited for the Make Shot Breakdown coming up. And, plenty of great action tomorrow in the NFL. Check out those long-term plans.
Busy man. I forgot about the Break Shot Breakdown on the horizon. College basketball, man. That's a whole nother wave in itself. We're here, man. It's all like today. It's a loaded card.
Yep.
So I'm excited about it, man. I appreciate you joining me today. And hopefully I see you tomorrow. We can talk some NFL.
All righty. Good luck, Jay.
Appreciate you, Romanelli. It's my guy right there, man. Check him out. Pick Dogs Premium. And all of his, content on the site and on the YouTube channel. Next up. Let's bring in David Racy. Let's see what my guy talking about. What's up, David?
Not much, Jay. 3 wins away, man. 3 wins away.
3 more. That was, man.
You couldn't have asked for a better game than last night. That was incredible.
Man.
I could just picture you losing your mind.
I was laying on the couch upset, Leote got on with the walk. And I said, oh, here we go right here, man. Big time players make big time plays. Here we go right here. Sure enough, what a missile. Like, oh my, I still hear that off the bat ringing in my ears, low-key, like.
And I mean, how great of a postseason has Garcia had? It's unbelievable.
Garcia too, man. He is. It's one of the best ever because he now has the most RBIs in postseason history.
And it's so funny how it happened. Houston really sparked him. Houston hit him, and it really got him going.
Shout out Maldonado, man. Shout out Maldonado, man. When we win this World Series, we need to send him a gift.
Yeah, you got to send him like a fruit basket or a cookie basket or something.
Shout out Maldonado, man. I can't wait for Game 2 tonight. It's not over, though. The Diamondbacks are resilient. They're here for a reason.
No, this series feels like we could see a lot of really tight games, just like last night. The teams are pretty evenly matched, in my opinion.
Yeah, so some of the games in the postseason have kind of lacked drama, but last night was damn near as good as it gets. Like,
yeah, it did. It was incredible. It was great to watch, and hopefully we have another 5 or 6 games. I know you're hoping just for 3 more. But
3 more, man. 3 more. Hopefully, we'll see. It's college football Saturday. It's a lot going on today. We got some NBA going on today. It's a lot going on. I'm locked and loaded. I know you are as well. What are we looking at free pick wise for the guys today?
Yeah, free pick today. I'm taking a look at this USC versus Cal game. Kind of an underrated game. 2 teams that have 2 very bad defenses, but USC comes into this one. They're ranked 24th in the country. They've lost 2 games in a row to Notre Dame and Utah. They got beaten pretty bad at Notre Dame, and then last week they had that loss by 2 points to Utah where they gave up that field goal. But this USC offense is one of the best in the country, and they're averaging a ton of points per game. I think they're 3rd in the country in points scored, but that defense just has not been there this year, as they're allowing over 30 points per game this season. On the other side, we have Cal. They're 3-4 on the year. They've lost 2 straight to Oregon State and Utah. Cal is only 1-3 in conference play this season, and they've allowed 59 and 52 points in Pac-12 play. So that defense, almost just as bad, if not worse, than USC's. Cal's offense is improved this season, but they've only been able to beat North Texas, Idaho, and Arizona State. The 3 losses in Pac-12 play have come by 27, 12, and 20 points. And while a lot of people are writing off this USC team after these 2 losses, and rightfully so for college football playoff talk, but this is still a pretty solid team with one of the best offenses in the country going up against a Cal team that, like I said, it might have an even worse defense. So I'm going to take USC on the road here minus the 10, and I think they pull away in the second half with a big offensive performance.
There you go. My guy, David. This is an interesting game today, man. We'll see how this one shakes out. I don't have a dog in this fight either.
What worries me is the possibility of USC almost not caring as much, right? 2 straight losses took the wind out of their sails. Caleb Williams doesn't really have anything to play for. So that knocked it from being a premium for me, just because you don't know how they're going to respond. But on paper, they are the much better team. I mean, offensively, they should be able to score just about every drive. This Cal defense, like I said, is almost as bad as USC's, if not worse.
Shorty. If I had to lean, I would lean USC as well. Like, they need to bounce back. You know, this is still a team that has the top tier talent in the country. Like, they still have that, especially on the offensive side of the football. So they should get it done right. How big of a rivalry is USC Cal?
I mean, it's a rivalry for sure, but I mean, I don't think it's a massive one, in my opinion. But I'm also not on the West Coast, so
True.
Yeah, but how funny is it though that Lincoln Riley can get these offensive teams almost every year and just can never play defense? You'd think there'd be some sort of a change in philosophy there at some point, but I guess not.
I guess not either. That's Mitch's gripe all the time. He says he's tired of Lincoln Riley and needs to see it as defenses.
It is. Imagine being a fan of them, you know, like even at Oklahoma, right? Like, you score a ton of points, you're exciting to watch, but you just can't get stops. It would be so frustrating.
Yep. It's kind of like watching my Mavs. That's what it's like watching.
Yeah, I took your Mavs in their first game against the Spurs. That was a good one.
Yeah, that was good. I had them that night.
Yeah.
Last night. NBA's back. I'm glad the NBA's back. We got a good card over there today too.
Do my Pistons get it done today?
They do.
Oh. 2-1, above 500. Oh,
they do. I like them Pistons.
Playing game, here we come.
I like
playing tournament.
2-0 ATS already too.
I think they've been exciting. They have, not that their depth's crazy good, but they have a lot of players they rotate in and out. I kind of like that.
I do too, and I like Monty Williams as the coach. Like I really like that. Like,
that was a great hire.
They
needed a hire like that.
Yep. So. Exciting NBA back, college football. Hey, it's a loaded card today, man. I'm excited. What do you have for sale today over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, I have 5 college football plays today, broken up in a couple of different ways. You can get all 5. You can get 3 of them, and then there's a couple individual. But I've been red hot over the last 2 days, 7-2 on Thursday and Friday. So it's a great time to come on over to Pick Dogs Premium. Join me or one of these other great cappers, and whatever you do, have a great Saturday, and let's have some winners.
Let's do it. Hop on with David, Pick Dogs Premium. Appreciate you joining me, my man, and we'll talk some NFL tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Sounds good. Go Lions. Can't wait for a Monday night win out of my Detroit team, but good luck to you.
The Lions exciting this year. It's crazy.
I know. They need to bounce back, though. They can't have that carry over from that dreadful performance last week. You got to flush that down the toilet and forget about it.
Yep. And I think they might. I think that's a type team that might. Big Al gave me a hell of a stat. Was that yesterday? He gave me a hell of a stat yesterday on why the Lions should bounce back. It was like good teams. I'm not gonna be able to quote it, but basically good teams that have a one-off loss like that usually bounce back. Like good teams that get blown out usually bounce back in that next spot. It's basically the premise of what it was. So
Good. Yeah, we need it because the Vikings have all of a sudden turned a corner and they are trying to track us down in the north there, which we can't have.
I think they get a dub tomorrow too.
They've really turned it around.
Without Jettas. So imagine when Jettas get back. Ooh,
I know. I hate it. It's not a good sign.
I need Jettas back. He on my fantasy team. If he come back, my fantasy team, I might win the league. But if he don't, I don't know.
I traded him because I had him too. I traded him 2 days before he got hurt. It was the best trade of my life.
He's sitting on my IR. Come on, Jettas. I need you. Appreciate you, David, and I'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Thanks, Jay. Good luck today.
You too. My guy, David Racy, man. Hey, everybody in the chat, man, smash that like button. Let me know who y'all like today, bro. We got so much action. Let me know who y'all like, man. NBA, college football, Major League Baseball. Do my Rangers get it done today? Let me know. Y'all on them D-backs at the plus money? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Bring in my guy, Hot Rod, Mr. Zawacki. What's up, my man?
Not too much, buddy. How's it going? Nice walk-off win for the Rangers yesterday. Good game there. Definitely, I thought it was going to be the El Serpiente was going to get the strike first as well. I thought it was looking like bottom of the ninth. And, that's why you pay Corey Seager the $300 million.
That's why you pay Corey Seager.
That's why you pay him the money for the big time hit that they needed, and he came through clutch.
Man, it's insane. Like I still can't believe it, man. I still can't believe it.
Right? Hit yourself. You're up 1-0. Still 3 to go, but still.
I know.
I'm not sure what the percentage is. You have to ask Big Al if he's got a percentage of teams that win the first game of the World Series. I'm sure we got some stats and numbers on the teams that win the first game go on to win it. It's probably pretty high. I think it's over 60% teams that win the first game usually go on to win it.
There you go. I hope so. I sure hope so. It's a great day to make some money, right?
Oh, it's a great Saturday to make some money. I love college football.
We got NHL today too, right? Man,
NHL going too. NBA. So much action on a Saturday. Just wait next week. The week after.
College
2 Saturdays from now, we'll have college hoops in there as well, and then you get massive Saturdays.
Yep.
Not enough TVs.
Right. Let's make some money today, man. What are we looking at free pick wise for the guys today?
Free pick wise, we're going to look at the Bulldogs taking on Auburn this week, and look at Mississippi State. Winners of 2 straight. Looked good last week. Their defense stepped up and got themselves a nice win last week with 2 straight wins. When you look at the inside of the ball, and Auburn continues to stumble, loses of 4 straight now. Still trying to go with this 2 quarterback system with Peyton Thorne. He's throwing about 60% passes, 5 touchdowns, 5 interception. Ashford came in for a few of the snaps last week as well. He threw a pick. Peyton threw a pick. It's tough here. You look at Hugh Freeze and in this situation in Auburn, and they need to just pick one quarterback and go with it and then roll. He, as the coach said, getting frustrated with this 2 QB system. And it's tough because who's starting, who's playing, and they're trying to swap it, and it's not working out. Both guys throwing picks, loses a 4 straight. It's been pretty ugly there. There's even been rumblings that Freeze in his first year as coach might get turfed. They're going to bring in Cadillac Williams, a little big distraction for Auburn. So I like the Bulldogs defense. I give them the edge there, holding teams to it's about 25.7 points a game they've been holding teams. Auburn 23.9, pretty close. Both these offenses. I think Will Rogers has a good day today. You look, he's definitely the better QB option out of all the QBs in this game. He's thrown 10 touchdowns, only 4 picks. He's hitting about 62% of his passes. And you look at last season, you figure this is a revenge match for Auburn. They lost 39-33 in Mississippi State last year. But they also lost the season before. I think Mississippi State's got a great shot to win this outright. I sprinkle a little on the money line, but take that 6.5. I think this comes down to who's got the ball last. If the Bulldogs don't run over Auburn in this one, so take Mississippi State plus the points.
This game was not on my radar, Rod, but I'm definitely gonna put some dollars on this one. You just talked me onto it. I don't know how I missed this one. I like this. Why is the line Auburn minus 6.5? Because we in Auburn.
Because we're in Auburn, right? That's what I'm thinking too. I looked at this and I was like, why is this line 6.5? Auburn's been awful. They loses the 4th straight. You look at the teams that they've played. Both teams have had to play Auburn. Mississippi State had played Georgia. I believe they both played LSU. So strength of schedule wise, it's both been tough. But look at Auburn. I 6.5. I'd never want to lay Auburn with 6.5 right now. The way they're playing. No thanks. Give me the 6.5 with the Bulldogs. That defense stepped up last week and looked real good doing it too.
I'm with you. I think last team had a ball win this game. Auburn is a tough place to play. It is.
It is a very tough place to come into Auburn and get yourself a win. But you're going to give me 6.5 to come into Auburn and keep it within 6. Nah, man. Give me the Bulldogs plus 6.5 for that one.
I'm with you on this one. I like this one. There you go. Hot Rod taking Auburn. Not taking Auburn, taking Mississippi State against Auburn plus the point. There we go.
Just use free fire right on the field. Well, because there's rumblings in the background. They want Cadillac Williams to come in there. 1 year Hugh Freeze was enough. They're like, whoa. I don't know if we like you. We want Cadillac Williams in here.
While I have you on the show, I know I'm putting you on the spot, but nobody else gonna talk any hockey today. Any quick little free plays in hockey?
Sure, I'll give you a free play in hockey. Let's see. We're looking at hockey here. And you know the big one I was looking at? I was looking at Detroit. I really like you figure Boston might get the bounce back.
Well. They are playing well.
And I know in the video I did say take Boston that they get the bounce back, but you know what? This Detroit team's been playing well. And for original 6 matchup, and we've seen Boston at times in seasons where they've stumbled and they have. Sure, they played the Ducks and they lost. It was the back end of a road trip. You know what? I think Detroit's got a shot here. I would take Detroit as a dog in that one. And then the one that you got to go with the Rangers here. If you're not taking the New York Rangers to beat the Canucks. Canucks got themselves a nice win last night. This is a back-to-back spot. Tough spot here. They got to play again, and now the Rangers are rested, sitting there waiting. Rangers came out of Alberta with 2 wins. And they're just sitting there waiting. And Rangers are the better team. Look like they're turning around. They've got the better defense, better goalie in this situation. Shesterkin's going to get the start, getting the backup for the Canucks. Take the Rangers. I think they easily handle the Canucks. No Canuck dance today. We Canuck danced yesterday, not today. There's a couple for you. Detroit, then the Rangers. A couple of original 6 teams.
There you go. Hot Rod with a little hockey. Had to throw him a little curveball, man. Talk a little hockey today.
You can't throw any curveballs at me when it comes to hockey. Come on.
What you got for sale today over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Every massive day over at Pick Dogs Premium. I got the 8 college football. I've separated the 5 that I love the best and put them in a college football Saturday 5-pack. In that 5-pack includes my 10-star college football game of the week. Absolutely love that play. You can scoop that play up singly. Or as we say, I'm going to put a couple hockey in as well. So definitely grab a 3-day pass and join me. You'll get everything I got going in college football, NHL. Might throw an NBA one in there. Might not. I haven't seen anything that's jumping out at me. But then we got NFL football tomorrow. And we got NFL football on Monday and hockey and more basketball. So grab a 3-day pass and join me. I'm going for my 4th straight winning Saturday in college football. So jump aboard. Let's crush the Wookiees again.
Hop on with Hot Rod, Pick Dogs Premium. Appreciate you joining me as always, Rod, and I'll see you tomorrow. We'll talk some NFL.
Thanks, Jay. Have yourself a good one. Good luck with your bets today, and we'll catch you tomorrow with some NFL action.
There you go. Hey, let's go Rangers.
Go Rangers! Double Rangers today.
Double
the New York Rangers and the Texas Rangers.
Little parlay.
Double Rangers parlay today.
Double Rangers.
Rangers.
There you go.
I like it.
I like it too. There we go. All right. All right. Appreciate you, my man.
Appreciate you too, buddy. Take care.
All right. Next up, bring in my guy, Joe Von Burt. What's up, my man?
Hey, what's going on, Jay? How are you, man?
On cloud 9, like I've been saying the whole show, man. That was I felt the other end of this when Altuve hit that bomb on my Rangers, last round. It feels good to be on the other side of that, at home this time with Adolis. Man, that's how you write it up.
Yeah, baseball is one of those sports, man, where, things could turn on a dime in the last 3-2, innings. That from the 7th on, it gets so dramatic, and especially in NLCS, ALCS, now the World Series. It's a pressure cooker.
Yep.
So
Definitely.
yeah, it's gonna be a ride.
I know.
Game one just the beginning. So you're gonna
I gotta
it's
buckle
one
up.
thing. It's one thing, when you have these things happen in the regular season. There's quite another when it happens in postseason play.
I know, man. It's crazy. My team hasn't been good since I was 11. That's the last time they were in the World Series. I was 11 years old. So
The only time they was in the World Series.
they've been twice. They went back to back. So
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So then
Those 2 years, and one of them, I think they should have won, but
Nelson Cruz. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Hey, but new vibes. It's crazy because that was the exact anniversary date yesterday of that game that he dropped that ball. So now that day can now be synonymous with good vibes with Adolis and the walk-off. So hopefully we can go on and win it, man. It's far from over. Them Diamondbacks, man, they're resilient. There's a reason them boys are here. They knocked off the Phillies and the Dodgers, and them was not easy feats. So you cannot count them boys out. They held a lead damn near most of the game yesterday.
Yeah.
To win it like that, man, was great. It was great. It was great. But you know what else is great? Making money on a Saturday. That's what else is great. And we got a humongous card today with everything: college football, NBA, hockey for them folks that love hockey. I dabble, but barely. I know you locked and loaded in college football. I know that's where your main mind at today, man.
Absolutely.
Help us make something right here on this free pick. What you got for us?
Yeah, we're going to go to SEC country, specifically Lexington, Kentucky, where the Tennessee Volunteers are facing the Kentucky Wildcats. Now, both of these teams are 5-2 and 4-3 against the spread. Both of these teams dropped one in their last game. Well, Kentucky's dropped 2 in a row, but Tennessee, they dropped one to Alabama. They had them on the ropes, and then Alabama cranked it up another notch on them and held them scoreless in the second half. And, UK, they've lost 2 straight, one to Georgia and the other one to Missouri. Now, the key to this game in this one, and, this is one of the things I like to look at. I like to key in on advantages that one team has over the other. And the key advantage that is in this one is Tennessee being able to pass the ball against a porous pass defense in UK. Now, the Wildcats pass defense, their secondary specifically, they give up 249.7 yards per game, through the air. That's just not good. That's 109th in college football. And it gets worse from there. They're 128th in completions and 127th in completion percentage. That's not going to cut it. Even with Joe Melton on the other side, and you saw what he did against Alabama in the first half. He threw the ball all over the place, over the top of Alabama's defense, and he might do the same thing in this one. You're not really going to get much on the ground against Kentucky. That's not really going to happen, even though, this is a strong Tennessee rushing attack. So if they could soften them up, then go over the top, I could see that happening too. But there's also a psychological edge on this one with Tennessee. They're 8-2 straight up in against the spread in their last 10 matchups against Kentucky. And I think they're going to roll in this one also. So give me Tennessee.
Jovan likes Tennessee, man. And what's crazy, man, I feel like I don't have a dog in this fight, but if I were, I would fade Tennessee. I just dislike Tennessee. But whenever you come on this show, man, and I feel like I'm on the other side, you're like 5-0 thus far since you've been back.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm not a Joe Melton guy. That's just the fact of the matter. Ever since he was with Michigan, I don't roll with him. But no, there's advantages in this one I just can't overlook. And really, this should have been a premium play, But hey, I liked a few games, a little bit more than this one. So it's just out on the outside looking in.
The thing about this one is this is my concern. Tennessee at home, they've been really solid. On the road is where we've seen their struggles.
Yeah.
Can they put it together? Possibly. Would I trust them to do it personally? No. But college football kicking my ass right now. So
yeah, I mean, hey, listen, this year's been an outlier for me. It's been kicking my ass too. So, it is what it is.
There you go. Javon like Tennessee in this one, laying the points. I know you locked and loaded, though. Some games we really loving today. I got some too, but I know you locked and loaded. What you got today over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, I got a 5-pack in the high noon time slot, but really it's 4 noon games and then I believe like a 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock game. But that's in the 5-pack in that time slot. Then I got a 3-pack in the 3:30 time slot. And then I got another 5-pack going in the nighttime time slot. 13 plays in all in college football. Might add in the an NBA or two. Looking at a couple things on that one. I just want to see a couple things because with the NBA, you got to have that information. So before I pull the trigger on that, I just got to check on some things. But that's what I got today.
Definitely. Hop on with Jovan. Hop on a 3-day pass or a 7-day pass. That way you get not only his plays for today, but NFL tomorrow, and you get everything. You don't just get it individually, man. Hop on a long term with my guy Jovan. He said he's kind of cool right now in college football. I'm here to tell you right now, when he cool is usually the best time to hop on, man. A heater is on the horizon. I'm telling you, I know it. He might not say it. I know it. It's on the horizon. Hop on. Appreciate you joining me as always, Jovan. And we'll talk tomorrow. NFL. We got a good card tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. NFL football. Hey, listen, I'm cracking to that. So, come on, catch me on that one.
You way better than me right now in the NFL season, but we both rolling. Let's keep it rolling this weekend, NFL.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Be
sir.
here tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, my man. One more guy. Y'all know who it is. Last, but certainly not least. Certainly. Let's talk to him. Let's see what he got for me today. It's Mr. Don Club. It's Eric Pathy. What's up, my man? I can't hear you. You're muted.
Sorry about that. How you doing? I had a little, my battery died, so I'm on the regular Facebook camera. So the beard isn't as good as if it would be on the high def camera. I got to tell you, I was listening to you guys as I listen each week, and you're always watching the games, yelling, screaming, blah, blah, blah. I just go to sleep, man. I just go to sleep. I just can't do it. I really commend the mental energy that you youngins can handle watching these games. It's just, I don't know, man. I guess when you've been doing it as long as I've been doing it, you just simply, you don't have it in you to, and you realize that it doesn't really, like from a fan, I understand, but before we get into aspect of it, you just realize from a betting aspect of it, it doesn't matter. Like it's one game, especially when you're going to bet 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games. Did you have Big Al on yet?
He will not be on today.
All right. Well, I got to tell you, I don't want to jinx him. I think he went 7-1 in the NBA on his opening night last night for his all access members. Again, I didn't look at any of the scores. I just go to sleep and I wake up and I look at the scores after the fact. And this is what I try to teach people in these little videos that I've been doing, the whole betting as a business aspect, which is, I'm lucky here. It's Baltimore. It's normally cold. It's like 75 degrees. Don't sit inside and watch games all day. I know it's opposite of what you're told all the time. But if you're treating this as a business, you want to bet it and forget it and just do your business and walk away and run. So regarding that, let me talk about and somebody just sent me a text. How do I get the all access? They're probably watching this live right now. This is, if you watch the video on YouTube, not for everybody. You're spending thousands. So anybody texting me, thinking they're going to spend a couple $100 for a pick pack for the day with Big Al, it's not happening. Text me if you have thousands and you're looking to spend thousands. Al made 39,000. If you would have bet every Al's games last week at a dime a unit, you made 40,500. You had a $13,000 losing day. So what that basically means is we have to paint the real picture, Jay, of a professional bettor. It's like the stock market, up and down. You could say at the end of the week you made 40 grand. That's not fair. If you just say a dime better per unit made 40 grand. What is fair is to say, but one day in that week, we lost 13 grand. You see the difference? That paints the real picture of the up and down of the roller coaster ride of the reality. Regarding your World Series, I am auto betting the dog in every game, regardless of who the team is, because that's just a system that I play every World Series. So, of course, I'll just come back and I'll bet Arizona tonight. Has nothing to do with Arizona, me liking Arizona, not liking Arizona whatsoever. But let's get to the free complimentary selection. Let's talk about my auto bet system, which is you fade top 10 teams because they're usually overvalued. Obviously, last week they didn't play. This week they play. Georgia plays. They are laying 14.5 points. The line actually opened up at 20.5 and got banged down to 14.5 by early sharp money. And this is a good auto bet spot just to fade them and take Florida. That's it. There's no handicapping. There's no systems. There's no trend. It's just an auto bet spot. It's only one game. For the listeners, Jay, I repeat myself over and over again. I'm a 1% edge better, which means when I'm betting 1% of my bankroll. I'm not betting 10%, 20%, 30%. So for me, no game really means that much. It's all the games combined that matter. But if you're on an island and you don't have access to information, by all means, just take the system, play it, watch my YouTube videos, get them every day. They're all system plays that have positive EV. You can send me a text at 775-636-7676. For my Dime Club service, 1 week is $500, 1 month is $1,000. Sharp Trading plays is quite a bit more in line with Al's rates. I'll discuss that with you if you have the bankroll to support it. Jay, if you come back on the screen, let me ask you a question before I get off. Do you ever make a mistake on your complimentary selection? So last night I was talking and I ended with the opposite side, but everybody knew what I was saying. So like I said, fade the number one team, take the points, take Florida at home. And for some reason, it was just like a verbal faux pas. At the end of the video, I said, take Georgia Bulldogs plus the 14. Then the comments lit up. It's like they didn't listen to the first 3 minutes of the video. Has that ever happened to you? Because there's so many games, it's easy to make a mistake.
Oh, yeah, that's happened to me plenty.
I mean, it's really not hard to figure out. Do you agree? Like
it's not.
So I went in. I never do it. I went in my comment section on today's video. Sorry, guys, I made a mistake. Like they're all acting like they didn't really. If I'm saying fade the number one team, should it even matter what team I'm saying?
Right. Hey, we got some newbies sometimes too, so we got to learn.
And by the way, I will say that congratulations to you on the fan win because, like I said, it is an amazing. That's like that would be even better if it was Game 7 and it ended like that.
Nah, facts. But hey, as I said the whole show, you cannot count out the Diamondbacks. You cannot, and I'm not mad at your system taking the dog in every game. It's that type of series. They both have cashed plenty of times as dogs.
Yeah, I mean, people really have a problem with auto betting systems, but when you look at the stock market, there's a lot of auto trading systems, and people just fundamentally want to nitpick each individual game. And I beat a dead horse, but it's like, no, there are some systems. And one of the things, like I was telling people, is that like in baseball, and even though it's the end, and we'll talk about it next year, is in baseball, it's not about which teams to bet. It's what lines not to bet. If you just simply say, I'm never going to lay more than 30 cents in a baseball game, you've now crossed out 50% of the board every day when you wake up that you don't even have to handicap if you're a handicapper. So it actually makes Jay Briggs work less because now you're crushing the board down to a few games because you just know you're not going to be on the favorite side. I'm not talking about the World Series, your team's in it. I'm talking about betting on the Baltimore Orioles and making the most money on that team more than any other team 2 years in a row and not worrying about laying Verlander minus 200.
Right.
Now, I know I've been working on a system with a betting group in NHL hockey. I haven't discussed it. I'm not releasing it yet, but we're trying to find an auto system because it's too hard for me to figure out how to hunt. I don't handicap anyway. The guys that I deal with don't want to handicap hockey. They want to synthesize it with algorithms. So we'll see. There'll be more information to be revealed on that. Like I said, I'll be back here tomorrow for a complimentary selection, and I know where you'll be later this evening with your Texas hat. Oh, by the way, did you go to the game last night? Because you said you were going to try to go. That would have been the game to go to.
And I did not go to the actual game. I was outside with some friends though, so it felt just as good. We'll see tonight, man. We'll see tonight.
How much did they want for a ticket last night before I let you go?
600.
Man, that's a half a bet for you. Come
Nah,
on,
I know, I know, but you know, I want to go to one that one should have been the one I went to, but you know, we'll see. I'm going to go to one, but I got to line it up with my pop schedule. I want to take my pops, you know. So
yeah, I get it. It's not just one person, one ticket. I got it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, like I said, we'll rock and roll 775-636-7676. If you want Big Al, text Big Al. If you want the Dime Club, hit me up for a week or for a month, 500 for 1,000. Watch the YouTube videos. Sorry, guys, I made a mistake. Life happens. I'm not perfect. It was late. And I'll see you tomorrow.
Appreciate you, Eric. See you tomorrow, my man.
Bye.
All right, guys, that's the show. We'll be back here in a few minutes with Mr. Kyle Kerms and the Sauce. Ruffolo and Money Man Mitch will be on that show as well. So let's make some money on a Saturday. Let me see. I got a free play for y'all before I get up out of here. I also got plays for sale. I'm locked and loaded. I got like 5 in college football. I got 2 for sure in the NBA, maybe one more. I got 1 in Major League Baseball. That's a lot going on. But let me get y'all a free play before I get on up out of here quickly before I get on up out of here. NBA. Hey. Give me the Wizards. Give me the Wizards. That line looks funky. Home opener for the Wizards. The Grizzlies have not looked well to begin this season, and the Grizzlies were terrible last year out on the road, man. They were damn near as bad as it gets. The Grizzlies last year on the road, ATS, 14, 29, and 1, 32.6%. And they're on the back end of a back-to-back. It just seems like a terrible spot to try to take the Grizzlies. I could see the Washington Wizards hoping in their home opener. I would look in that direction. But there you go, man. I appreciate all y'all boys. I'll see y'all in a little bit. Few minutes. We'll be right back. Let's make some money on a Saturday. I'm out of here. Peace.